Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. This is part 2 of my Tuesday morning haul video. In this part I will show you the Tim Holtz items that I picked up from my Tuesday morning. The sale, or Tim Holtz sale event, was Thursday. I got there Thursday after work. So by the time that I got there, it was slim pickings. There were some items there, but there wasn't much left. What there was plenty of were the spinners. There were so many spinners in my store. I guess that's just not a popular item in my neck of the woods, but they had the spinners and they had the extension kits and they had tons of it. I didn't pick any of it up because I honestly have no interest in the spinners or the extension kits for the spinners. Even at that price, it was tempting. It was. But then, you know, you think they take up a lot of space on your desk, and it's just not space I'm willing to commit to those spinners. So I left them there. What I did find were a few of the 12 by 12 paper packs, and these are 20 sheets per pack, all the same color. They are also that cardstock that has the craft core center as opposed to a white colored center. So I guess the big selling point for the craft core center or craft core for these papers is that you can rip them, sand them, and not worry about exposing that white center that you would find in most craft paper. So I don't do much well, I do some ripping, but not much sanding. So I just thought the colors were pretty. That's why I picked it up. I picked up this color here, Rusty Hinge, and I got 20 sheets. Here's the SKU. And I love this paper simply because of the color and the texture. You see the texture on the paper? I love that. I mean, the craft core center, I guess it's nice and it's a bonus. And if you actually picked up, let's see, can I find it? I just had it, right? Yeah, if you picked up one of these sanders at Tuesday morning recently, I think they were like, I don't remember if they were 99 cents, but I know they were relatively inexpensive. These sanders are what you can use on these papers to sand them down and give them a more distressed look and reveal that core set craft core, if that's the look you're going for with your project. So here's the Rusty Hinge. Very pretty color. You get 20 sheets of the same color, and it is part of the, there it is, Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Collection. I picked up that same brand and style paper, but this one in mahogany. I love this color. It is gorgeous. And there's the SKU for the mahogany. I wonder if they're all the same SKU. Nope, they're not. So that's the mahogany. And again, it has that same texture, and it's textured on both sides. Beautiful color. I love this color. So for $3.99, 20 sheets of this paper, pick that color up. Found this one. It's walnut stain. I don't know if my camera is really picking up these colors, but again, 20 sheets, 12 by 12. There's the SKU, and I love this. I'm a big fan of double-sided papers, especially when you're making mini albums or flip books, paper purses. Anything that really has to be pretty both inside and out, I'm a big fan of double-sided paper for, because you can always glue two pattern papers back to back to create a double-sided sheet of paper, but that's just extra work and a lot of adhesive. So this is the best way to deal with this. Here's another, I don't know, this one doesn't have the color on it, but it's kind of, let's see, it's definitely Tim Holtz paper. It says it's Tim Holtz paper, but I don't see the color. But it's kind of like a beigey, little darker than beige color. Here's the SKU. I'm showing you the wrong sticker, silly me. and it is a 20 pack. It just doesn't have the name on it, so I'm sorry about that, but it does have the same texture as the other. But unlike the others, this one side has more. You have one side that has a lot of texture, like that. You can see that, I'm hoping. And then you have the back side, which has some texture, but not as much. So definitely different. And I picked it up. Then I found, I was excited about this. It was the last one left, so I'm glad I picked it up. I found these cut and emboss strips. And again, this is that same color cord cardstock. And this one is called the Craft Core Nostalgic Collection. And these are all the colors that come in this particular one. And here's the skew. Took it out of the plastic so I wouldn't have much glare. There's the skew for $2.99, and these are perfect. I mean, you can use them for just about anything, but if I can find the die, yeah, if you own any of these, I think these are 12.5 by, let's see, these are 12.5 by 2 3/8 dies, either by Tim Holtz through Sizzix or Sizzix themselves. They have embossing folders this size, and they have die cuts this size. It's the perfect size for these strips. Perfectly sized for these strips. So that's why I picked it up. I think it's awesome. And this I did not get on Tuesday morning, just to let you know. That's something separate that's part of my stash. But let me do a flip through of these gorgeous colors. And this, in this case, these are one-sided, meaning the color and textures on one side. The other side, and I'll flip this over to show you, is craft color, and it's smooth with no texture. See? So you can use either side for sure. Okay, but those are the colors. I love this. Awesome. Okay, then I found this kit, which was a pretty cool kit. It is a journal inserts, it's a little late, I'm tired, folks. Journal insert sheets, and you get 12 pieces, and it's $1.99. And these are basically inserts that you can add to your Dylusions journals, additional pages that you can add to your journal, or that you can use to create your own journal. What I love about this kit is you get white, craft color, and black. So I have a Dylusions journal, but it's not this size, so I don't think this would work for my journal, but I can definitely put this together and create my own journal for sure. For $1.99, absolutely worth it, so that's why I picked it up. I think they're very, it fits Dylusions Small Creative Journal. I have, I think it's called the Flipbook Journal, which is even smaller than this. So I know this is definitely not going to fit in my journal, but well worth it. Again, at $1.99, why not? So pick that up. I found some stickles. This was the only kit that I found. This is the fruit kit, and I have stickles. I have maybe 10, well, they're right in front of me, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 colors. And I don't have these 3 colors. So now I have 17 colors. And that is the SKU for that. It's a good price for those 3 stickles. Nice colors. Very fruity, summery. And this is what I'm most excited about. I found some liquid pearls. I don't own any liquid pearls. I actually recently invested in what were they? The Nouveau drops, which I absolutely love, and I think I'm going to stick with my Nouveau drops for sure, because I really do love love those and I'm enjoying them. But for $2.99, I thought I would try these. The colors are perfect, like just, they're beautiful. You get like this pinkish pink color, a greenish color, and kind of like a turquoise. I don't know what you would call that. I'm terrible. But this is a pearlescent. It's very shiny, and I'm excited about these. I've seen other people use them in their craft projects, so I know the end result, if used correctly, is gorgeous. So I'm going to give it a try, because for that price, why not, right? And then finally, I did find quite a few of the distress stains. Thankfully, my husband was with me at the time that I found these stains, so he helped me to sort through these to make sure that I wasn't picking up duplicates. And I think I got just about one of every color that was available. I might go back now that I have my handy dandy little chart of what I have and just see what else they have in case I missed something. But I will show you the colors I got. But one of the things that I struggle with, especially when you buy stains or paints, different color paints, or even glitters, anything from one particular brand that comes in multiple colors, especially with Tim Holtz. You know, he has a lot of colors out there. It's kind of hard to track what colors you have, what you don't have, and I don't like duplicating. So it occurred to me today, I have all of my mini distress inks swatched out on this handy dandy chart. So what I did, excuse me, is I pulled my chart out and I went in, and using these as color references, I just went in and marked with an S if I have the stain and a G if I have the glitter, because in the past I have hauled the Tim Holtz glitter in a lot of different colors. So today I took the time to actually put a little G next to everything, all of the colors that I have. You see a G right here means I have the glitter in faded jeans. Also the S means I have the stain in faded jean color. So what I'm going to do is, now that this chart is complete, I'm going to take a picture of it with my cell phone, and I will have it with me. So when I go to Tuesday morning next time, I will be sure not to duplicate that. I just wanted to throw that out there as a little organization tip. If you have a swatch chart and you also have the stains, the glitters, and other things that are part of that same collection, you can always use your swatch chart to keep track of what you have and what you don't have. So let me show you the stains. I picked up the Evergreen Bow, and here is the SKU for that one. And I'm going to pause just long enough for the camera to focus on the SKU and then move along. Here we have Forest Moss. There's the SKU. I'm hoping the TV in the background's not too loud. Watching some UFC. Here we have Old Paper. I think it's too loud because I hear the whole congratulations speech. There you go. Or if you don't hear the UFC in the background, you probably hear my husband playing his war game there. This one is Peeled Paint. And there's the SKU. Babe, what nation are you conquering now?
Austria.
Okay, he's in the process of conquering Austria. He's such a nerd. That's why I love him. Wilted Violet. It's an exciting Friday night here in our household. I'm sitting in my craft room filming haul videos with UFC blaring in the background, and hubby is sitting at his table, his side of the office, at his table conquering Austria. So love it. Here we have dried marigold. There's the SKU. This one is faded jeans. Here's the SKU. I'm going to lower the TV just a little bit because I really do think it's a little too loud. There we go. Dusty Concord. And here's the skew. Walnut Stain. My hands are not as shaky as they were earlier today. I was struggling making videos earlier because I had a bit of the shakes. Scattered Straw. There's the skew. So lucky for all of us now. No longer shaky or not as bad. Brushed Corduroy. Mermaid Lagoon, one of my favorite colors. That and Victorian Velvet, Picked Raspberry, and Mowed Lawn, and Salty Ocean. Those are all my favorite colors. Here we have Pine Needles. Those are my go-to colors for just about everything. There's the skew. Almost done, almost done. Here we have Crushed Olive. Victorian Velvet. Was happy to find that one. Barn Door. Barn Door is actually another one that I like using a lot. It's a very rich red. I can't wait to start playing with these and see how they react in my journal. Blueprint Sketch. $149. How can you beat that price? Carved Pumpkin. Ground Espresso. It's a very rich, deep brown. I love this brown too. Can we get a... There we go. There we go. Frayed Burlap. Milled Lavender. Abandoned Coral. Picked Raspberry. There it is. My favorite. And finally, Candied Apple. There we go. So that completes my entire Tim Holtz purchase on that great Tim Holtz sale event day. Like I said, I wasn't too impressed with what was left. And quite honestly, I don't know that they had anything different than what I found. I know I've heard from other people that the availability or the number of items at the sale events was a little, you know, bit of a letdown, but I was kind of happy with what I found. Just an FYI for those who don't know, these distress stains, and here's one that's, let's see, can I open it? I thought I saw one here that wasn't wrapped in plastic. If I can quickly find that one, I can show you. Of course, now I can't find it, right? But there was one here. Good Lord. Here it is. I wanted to show you what the dauber looks like for anyone who's interested. These have a dauber tip. So if you're not a fan of daubers, this is not for you. I'm not a fan of daubers, but that doesn't stop me from buying items with daubers. Just daubers are sometimes frustrating, especially when they dry up, because reactivating them is no fun. They can be reactivated, but it's just a bit of a pain and requires a lot of patience. So just FYI for those who don't know, these have daubers. Okay, so that concludes my haul. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you visit me again. Until next time, my friends. Bye bye.